We now turn our focus to how the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reportedly backing the authorization of illegal farming outposts long linked to extremist settler violence, even as international criticism against those attacks continues to intensify. A report from an Israeli outlet revealing that Netanyahu supported legalizing these outposts during a high-level meeting last month. That discussion, which included Defense Minister and the IDF Central Command Chief reportedly, took place amid a sharp surge in attacks reportedly by radical hilltop youth settlers, allegedly, on nearby Palestinian communities. The document quoted claiming that Netanyahu called these farming outposts a necessary and positive response to safeguard Area C, the portion of the West Bank under full Israeli control, reportedly. It further frames the outposts as a counter-effort to what Israel characterizes as Palestinian expansion in the region. Palestinians, however, stressing that Israel issues building permits almost exclusively to Jewish settlers, leaving Palestinian villages unable to legally expand. Human rights groups saying settlers have used these farms as tools to seize additional land while violently intimidating Palestinians, allegedly. Hundreds of Bedouin families have reportedly abandoned their homes due to repeated attacks. The developments coming at a time when the U.S. appears to be growing frustrated with Netanyahu, even as Israel intensifies its operations in the West Bank, where the deaths of 2 Palestinians by Israeli soldiers allegedly drew international condemnation. U.S. President Donald Trump just recently warned Israel not to endanger the stability of Syria under President Ahmad al-Shara, just days after an Israeli operation killed at least 13 people in Syria, reportedly. Despite the mounting pressure, the outlet stating that Netanyahu is pushing ahead with efforts to formally legalize the outposts. Although previous Israeli governments provided security and financial support for these sites, their construction occurred without the permits required under Israeli law, reportedly. The report further noting that Israeli Finance Minister and Settlement and National Projects Minister, both known to be far-right figures, have funneled tens of millions of shekels into these farms for security systems and mobile housing, allegedly. Israeli media claiming that roughly 1,000 hilltop youth active across the territory, with around 300 labeled violent and a core group of 70 considered the most extreme, allegedly. And the document reportedly saying Netanyahu wants to counter settler violence primarily through education, stating that Israel should focus on removing Jewish youth from the cycle of violent activity in the West Bank.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.